Okay, fair enough. What about you? You said a man is number one. Was it always your priority, or did it become your priority recently?
I think it's always been my priority, but never had good luck with men.
Is it because you chose wrong, you think?
Yeah, you chose wrong.
I didn't choose wrong. Like when I was younger, I just let people have my body when I was younger, so then it just like led me down that road.
Wait,
not being
you let them have your body?
Yeah, like fucking.
Like sex.
Yeah, sex.
Wait, you just let them have your body?
In your mind.
Fresh, come on, man.
She belongs to the streets.
Cool.
You mean like hookup culture?
Right.
Yeah, like hooking
When I
up with
was
a lot
younger,
of guys.
like when Tinder first came out, I think I was like 16 years old, trying to find a boyfriend.
On Tinder?
Yeah, I grew up in a very small town in Michigan.
Whatever happened in high school?
Like I said, I grew up in a very small town.
Okay.
And did you think like having sex with them would bring you a relationship sort of a thing?
I just
hookup
thought that's
culture?
like what you did, like
Yeah.
if you wanted to be in a relationship with somebody.
I don't think that's when you're 16, your brain's not developed, and I think a lot of young women think that when they're young, and so I totally get that, especially with culture telling you all the time that it's like do this, and maybe he'll want you. When did you have how old were you when you had a child?
I had her when I was 20.
Okay, so quite young.
Yeah.
And was that a long-term relationship leading up to it, or?
So I met him when I was a stripper. So he met me at the strip club when I was like just getting off drugs, and so I was like looking for a way out. I was staying in like a drug house and everything.
Yeah. What drugs? What drug were you addicted to?
Cocaine.
Okay.
So, and he was a pimp. I like found out after like he took me out to eat or whatever that he was a pimp. So I stuck with him for a couple weeks, like staying in a hotel, and then like I got put on probation. So like he was still the only person like paying for my phone bill and stuff like that. So I just stuck with him, and then like later on he just told me like he loved me and he wanted me to be his girlfriend. So I was just like, okay. And this was when I was 19. So.
Yeah, so you were very young. Did you grow up with a dad in your house?
My dad died when I was 11.
Okay, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
This is sad.
Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, no, it's. I mean, there's a very clear pipeline that happens, and I think it's actually really great that you're sharing it because, you know, the worst thing is when people pretend this is like an amazing lifestyle and it's like I had every option available to me.
I don't condone like girls doing OnlyFans or anything. Like I do it, but like I just do it because it allows and it also allows me to be like a full-time. I am a single mom. No child support, no benefits, nothing like that. And like it allowed me to stop prostituting because like obviously I was like a prostitute. So
I'm really grateful that you shared that. I think it takes a lot to talk about that. Like
no, for sure. And this is why I like to come on like shows and stuff to spread like what I've been through and stuff like that.
This is another case of not having a father in the home. She said she lost her father at 11. I feel sad for her, especially with what she went through, being, prostituting yourself, going through drugs, and making these bad decisions at a very young age. And I think it has lots to do with her dad not being in the home. And so when you have young kids, you have to pour into them. Because if you don't, the world will. Just sad to listen to her go through drugs, drug addiction, sex. And even though she says she's been 3 years clean, she does OnlyFans to support herself. So, but I give her a lot of credit for being honest about what she went through. Most people, I don't think, would be that honest going through drugs, sex, and the type of life she was leading. But now she does OnlyFans. I'm assuming she's making money. But man, what a tough life. But I think, like I said, most of it has to do with, there's accountability in this situation where, she made the bad decisions. But at the same time, to grow up without your father, or someone to pour into you, it's kind of tough. But again, she made the bad decisions. I don't know how the home was. I don't know how her mother was with her, how she grew up. But it's just so sad to hear these stories that a lot of these ladies are going through. Let's continue.
Yeah.
Spread. Fresh. Dang, fresh.
Okay. Well, I guess what would be like? What would you tell your younger self now, knowing what you know now?
Just wait to have sex. That's like the main thing. Just wait, you know, get my priorities straight. I didn't really know how to deal with grief or anything like that. Like I started drinking when I was 11, started smoking weed when I was 11. Like right now I'm completely sober. This is the first time since 11 that I'm completely sober, so.
Oh, that's so good for you. How long have you been sober? That's awesome.
3 years.
Yeah, that's great. 3 years is a long time.
No, it is a long time.
You have it. You definitely have it. So
Yeah.
stick with that.
Thanks.
I think what happens sometimes is a psychology element there is like when you grow up without a dad in the home,
Yeah.
you are missing that affection. And so it sometimes transfers in the wrong way where you just want a man to give you affection.
Right.
And so it totally makes sense listening to
Yeah.
how you grew up.
I guess, given your background and the things that you've been through and stuff like that, are your standards for men super high now? Or are they a little bit? Are they lower? Are they?
I don't have like super high standards. Like I don't care about like how much he doesn't have to make a certain amount of money, how tall he is, blah 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 blah. Like obviously I want there to be mutual attraction, but he doesn't have to be like the most handsome man on the planet or anything like that. So yeah, my standards, I'm just looking for like a respectable man. I know I have a lot of baggage.
Yeah, a
I'm
lot.
going to ask a very difficult question.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go there. Do you think you deserve a good man? Given the decisions that you've made in the past and the mistakes that you've made, do you think you deserve a good man?
I didn't for like a long time, but I think I still deserve a good man.
People could change.
Yeah, of course they
Thank you for
can.
sharing, by the way. Thank you for sharing.
Okay.
How do you filter for sex, though?
What'd you
Now,
say?
How do you filter for sex nowadays?
For a long time, I was like really desensitized, to be honest. So like I took almost like a year of celibacy, and that helped a lot.
Got it. Okay.
All right.
Candace made a great point on that little segment right there when she said that there was a study about if there's not a man in the home, you not having that male figure where you can come to and give you that emotional support, or someone that you can come to for hugs. And I think that by her not having that male figure in the home, by her not having a male figure to show her love, hold her, hug her, she sought that affection somewhere else, into sex, drugs, and that was the result of it. Searching, seeking, and not having that validation from a male, especially because it starts at home. And that's why when you have daughters, you have to pour into them. You have to show them love. You got to show them that you love them. You got to pour into them. Because if you don't, the world will. And if the world will, this is the kind of results that you'll get. So I gotta give her credit for telling her story. I think some people can learn from this. The other thing now is, she's doing OnlyFans, so I don't know. I give her credit for telling the story, but like I said, this is the result. This is the result of not having a father in the home. The result of not having someone that can pour into you. Because if you don't have that in the home, you're gonna be seeking that validation elsewhere. If you like this video, go ahead, hit that like button, and I'll see you on the next video. Yeah, yeah.